For just a minute, I got pretty excited. Now, I follow the official blog of the Social Security Administration, and I saw a new post by Commissioner Saul titled, "Expanding Social Security Field Office Hours." Now, my first thought was, they're finally getting their stuff together, but I didn't have to read very far into the article for some of that excitement to die down just a bit. Now, this article really wasn't an announcement about new office hours as much as it was another indication of how they're progressing towards their not-so-secret plan. There are some things in here, though, that can impact you, so stay tuned. Hey, I'm Devin, and this channel is all about breaking down the complex Social Security rules so you can use them to your advantage. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and click that notifications bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Oh, and if you haven't already, be sure to get your copy of my Social Security cheat sheet. There's a link for this in the description. Has all of the essentials from the big, massive Social Security website. A few weeks ago, I released a video called "The Secret Plan of the Social Security Administration." And in this video, I talked about a report I saw that said within 5 years, nearly 45% of the administration's senior level staff would be eligible for retirement, and there's been no real discussion of replacing them. Now, in that video, I shared my thought that this is pointing towards a new direction for how the administration offers services to the public. I think it's pretty likely that many of the local field offices will eventually close, and all of the services are going to be offered virtually, which either by phone or online. We saw the IRS go down a near identical road several years ago, and now they're very blunt about how you can get help by saying nearly every tax issue can be resolved online or by phone. But then I saw this article of the administration's website. The headline suggests that it's all about how they are expanding their hours in the field offices, and they are. But that's not all the letter said. But let's hit this expansion of the field office hours first, and then we'll get back to the rest of the letter. Since 2012, they've been open from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, with the strange exception of Wednesdays where they close at noon. The expansion of office hours they announced is that they're doing away with that weird Wednesday rule, and they're going to keep their offices open on Wednesdays until 4, beginning in 2020, just like every other day. Now, I think this is absolutely a step in the right direction. You can expect the office to be open from 9 and close at 4, Monday through Friday. So if you're driving from out of town and you pull up to the Social Security office at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday and wonder why no one's there, now you don't have to worry about that and trying to figure out what day of the week is it. Monday through Friday, you're going to be able to show up 9 to 4 and get someone to help you. But let's look at how this will really help. When they were closing early on Wednesdays, they didn't just lock the doors and go home for an afternoon of box wine, cats, and Netflix. They used that time to catch up on return calls and a host of other things around the office. Some of the technicians that I've talked to have told me that they see people back to back to back all day, every day. Those Wednesdays were really important for them to get caught up on their work. Now, personally, I think they need to be open on Wednesdays, but you can't just increase the workload and hope everyone will magically become more productive, which is why I was very happy to see the second paragraph of the letter. But again, only for a minute. It starts off great. In addition to expanding our hours of service, we will be hiring 1,100 frontline employees, and this is where it starts to go downhill, to provide service on the agency's national 800 number and in its processing centers. So first, 1,000 new employees is nothing. The administration has more than 60,000 employees, so the announcement would have been the same if they'd announced, as part of our commitment to the public, we are increasing our workforce by 1.7%. Well, that's not nearly as exciting, is it? Especially when you look at the number of employees leaving. There's more leaving through the exit than is coming in through the entrance. Now, the second part of that is that these new employees will not be in the field offices. 100 of them are being hired for the processing centers, and the other 1,000 are being hired to work the telephone center. So you can't expect the level of service in your local office to improve. If anything, the technicians there will have more on their plate and the level of service will decline. Now, the point of all of this is to remind you to keep learning about Social Security. Open your online account. Figure out everything you can. Keep watching this channel. Subscribe and hit that notifications bell if you haven't already. Use all the resources I'm giving you so you can break down the rules and use them to your advantage. With 1,000 new employees coming in and a bunch of others leaving, it becomes much more important to understand how Social Security works and understand that for yourself. Because the advice you receive at the administration may not be from a seasoned pro, and it most likely won't be from someone who cares about your future as much as you do. Just remember, no one's going to feel the pain of retirement planning mistakes like you will, so make sure your choices are informed choices. Thank you for watching.